Hello traders, and welcome back to the market opening preview on a Friday, last day of our trading week, October 31st. Happy Halloween to everybody and the year 2014. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Absolutely beautiful. A little hazy sky today, but a lot of sun. Nice cool breeze, and the water is looking absolutely gorgeous today. And I'm hoping to have lunch today at the gazebo. It's Friday. Get the work done early and head out for lunch. Wonderful. Traders, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I am your moderator through the market opening preview every single day, Monday through Friday, and we bring this to you before the London Open. Traders, don't forget, after today being Friday, we have the Friday wrap-up, which will be about 4 or 5 hours after the New York close. And that's where we discuss between 12 and 16 daily charts. We look at what happened last week and what's possibly happening next week. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. I retired from an awesome career in the public safety department out of the great state of Florida. And I came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday vacation, celebrate my career. And traders, well, today I'm still here. I am absolutely adoring living in Thailand. And of course, traders, it's great to talk to you every day and give you my analysis on our 6 currency pairs. Traders, let's get over to the legal stuff. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most of all, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Remember, traders, that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, traders, it's that time. Let's head over and look at some news and commentary. All right, let's take a look at the New York close. The Dow 30 closed up at 1.30%. The S&P 500 closed up at 0.62%. The NASDAQ 100 closed up also at 0.25%. And the Russell 2000 closed up at 0.82%. Looking pretty good. Looks like everybody's in the green yesterday. All right, the DAX closed up at 0.35%, and the FTSE closed up at 0.15%, and the CAC 40 closed up at 0.74%. Traders, let's come on over to Asia, where I'm currently at, and these markets are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is up 1.67%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Sydney is up 0.45%. The Shanghai is in the red, just barely at 0.07%. Hang Seng's in the green at 0.84%. And the Kospi is barely in the green at 0.09%. Well, traders, let's see what's going on in the world of the calendar. All right, let's take a look what we got here. We do have some yen news. They have a BOJ press conference today, which is like an hour and a half before the London Open, so be aware of that. And also, 1 hour before the London Open, we have German retail sales, so please keep an eye on that. All right, just scrolling down through the charts here. In the London session, we do have CPI year on year. And they're forecasting 0.4 versus 0.3. And as we keep just moving along here, we really don't have much out of the U.S. as it looks like. However, out of Canada, we do have GDP month on month, which is a high impact, and that is 1 hour before the U.S. Open. Traders, please do not forget that this weekend, the U.S. will be changing their times, and they'll be going back to standard time. So commentary today is it's Friday. Remember, people are doing position squaring, profit taking, so it could be a wild ride. Might not be a bad idea to put that scalp hat on and do some scalp trading and see if you can just grab 10, 12 pips and get out. Do that 2 or 3 times. Make it 30 pips for today and have a happy weekend. And then turn off the computer. However, only for one day. Must do Forex homework. Got to do the homework every day. Every weekend I do at least one day where I do something. Even if it's just a couple of hours, I do something in Forex to keep my mind going. I read stuff, I read articles, or working on my charts, looking at my trades that I did during the week. It's always good to do something on the weekend. However, don't try to catch me on a Saturday. I'll tell you that you won't find me. I am gone. Computers are off. I don't come back to about Sunday afternoon, and then we're back at it. All right, traders, enough for me. Let's get on to the 60-minute charts. These are the 60-minute charts. I'd love to be in that little boat right now, just heading on down the river. All right, okay, here we go. Eurodollar, 60-minute chart. Nice price action yesterday. Really did very well. It came all the way down, and now it's pulled back up. You know, we're in a spot where we could take this trade. I know I put it up there at the 38.2 at 26.25. That is fine. However, we've got like 4.5 hours before the London Open's going to happen. 5 hours, and so we got 5 candles before the London Open. So therefore, what I would do is just sit back and wait. If this breaks the 23.6 fib strong, I would short it. I would absolutely short it. Put your stop above the 38.2 and short it, and just see what happens. Just, you know, sometimes you just got to throw the dart and just go for it, you know, and let's short this thing. All right. I do not know what happened to my pound. Why does my pound not marked Great British Pound? I must have erased it by accident. All right, this is the Great British Pound, trader. So basically what we're doing with this pound is it's got to break this trend line, and I really want this to pull back up to that second resistance line at 1.6059. I want it to come all the way back up to there, and then we can short this thing. We can short it. This is a valid trend line. It's a 3-touch trend line. It's valid. If it closes below it, I'd like to see a retest, to be honest with you, and then we could take this pound down. The pound's been all over the place. However, if you look at the daily chart, the pound is at support, and it's been sideways for quite a while. So just keep an eye on that on the Great British Pound US dollar. However, we are bearish. Our bias is bearish on this pair. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie. The Aussie, as usual, is all over the place. It's above the 200 exponential moving average. So my bias is up. However, on the daily chart, it's below the 200 exponential moving average. So therefore, what are we going to do? We're going to play both sides of the stick. I prefer to sell the Aussie dollar. I mean, if somebody said, well, what's your bias? What are you looking to do? I'd like to sell it. However, there's a lot of pips between where price currently is now to the 200. So, there's no sense to lose out on pips. And when it gets to the 200, it can bounce around there for a couple of hours. So we can actually miss out on a trade. This is definitely a scalping trade here. Unless something big happens all of a sudden, this thing plows below the 200 exponential moving average, I would look to sell this to the 200. Or if this takes out that blue wick, which I have marked at 88.56, just look to long it and take it all the way back up to resistance. And we're just going to have to see how this works out. But my bias is short, but there's a good chance that this is going to be a long trade. This has been above the 200 exponential moving average for about over 12 hours now. So it looks like it wants to stay up there. So we'll just keep that at that point there. All right, let's take a look at my friend the Euro. Aussie absolutely did wonderful yesterday on a trade setup. Worked out absolutely perfect. We're just going to do the same thing. We're going to wait for that pullback to the 38.2, about 34.41. We're going to take this back down to support at 42.63. Traders, if it only comes up to the 50% or the 618, take the short. I would not take the short where it is now, though. Where price action is right now, I would not take this short. That's just like too risky because really it's not telling you what it wants to do. So if it pulls back up to the 618, you know what? Take it down. You'd like to see it come up to the 38.2 or the 50%, and then we could short it. But if not, if we get a nice big blue candle and then a red candle, you know what? I think I would take this down. I'm going to take it down to 42.63. All right, here's our Euro Yen. Euro Yen's at resistance, and it's strong resistance. So, the only thing I'm looking to do here is I want to sell this. If it pops resistance, that's fine. That means it needs to come back, retest, and then we'll continue to the upside. If it just pops resistance and keeps going, well, it's going to end up going without me. But I am more to, this thing has attempted to break this resistance over, looks like 3 times, hasn't been able to do it. So I'm looking for this to come back down, and I'm looking for it to come really down to the 137.05, which is the 200 exponential moving average. I do not think it's going to go below the 200 exponential moving average today on a Friday. So we need to trade what's in front of us. But I really am not going to buy here. This is not the place to buy this. We'd love to see this break this trend line, and we could take this down. That would be absolutely awesome. All right, let's take a look at our New Zealand dollar. Pretty interesting. If you remember from yesterday, I put this blue line in here yesterday, and you remember I was saying that we wanted this to come back up to this area, and then we were going to short it. Well, it took 24 hours, and I think I might have even said that. It would probably take 2 days to happen. Well, we're here. We're at the spot. We're at the sweet spot, and we're at the spot to take it short. But we need a nice bearish candlestick formation. We'll take it down to support at about, well, that looks about 77.60, and we'll just take that down to there. That would be great. That'd be a nice 50-pip trade. However, the current candles that you're looking at, those are pretty ugly. Those are indecision candles, most of them, and there's really no direction here. But that support area, that resistance area is holding. And we don't have to worry about the 200 exponential moving average at 0.7878. It's quite a ways away from price on the 60-minute chart. All right, traders, happy Friday, happy Halloween. On behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me on a Friday. Traders, enjoy your weekend break, and we'll see you back on Monday. Don't forget, about 4 hours after the New York close, we will have the Friday wrap-up where we'll go over about 15 or so daily charts, and I'll take a look at what happened last week and what we can expect next week. Traders, you have a great trading day, and always remember to trade smart and not hard. Take care, traders. Coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. See you next time. Bye-bye.